Ooh, my friend, I am so excited to see you today because I have made you something. You ready? There you go. There you go. There's me. I drew that. That's not actually what I made you. I did make this, but I actually made you something cooler than that. And this thing that I made is 100% free. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope you get to download it. There's no ask for memberships here, no ask for super chats. This is just for you to help the community out. So I want to show you this tool, but before I show it to you, I actually need to show you the problem that I'm trying to frame up. And it's simply this. You have a lot of different pull currencies. You've got cognition crystals, metajoules, platinum tickets, you have platinum millicoins, you have standard tickets. Now, we're going to ignore standard tickets for this tool, just so you're aware. But the problem that people run into sometimes is this, hey, I have so many gems, how many more do I need to guarantee a unit if I go to pity? Hey, if I pull the character, should I skip their weapon so I can save enough gems for the next banner? Or, if I hit the 50-50, how many gems do I have left? And this tool will help you see that based on what you have today versus these different scenarios. It also, I've pre-programmed it or whatever to include the 110 banner. So if that comes out, when it comes out for global, it's ready. And if you're on another server or want to use this tool for another server already, it's already in there, so you can use it. There is no, quote unquote 110 banner for weapons, so that's always your 50-50, etc. Some things that you need to know about this tool. A, it's not meant to say if I get the character in 42 pulls or 47 pulls. It's really to show you kind of the worst case scenarios you can walk away with. Also within this tool, it's not going to assume any like soft pity rates. I A, don't know the exact rates after you hit the soft pity. B, the soft pity kicks in so late it's damn near invisible anyways. And C, honestly, I just don't feel like writing the statistics for it. Not that I can't, I just really don't want to. So call me lazy if you want to. But I want to show you the tool. You do need to know that this is on Google Sheets. And so you do likely need a Gmail account, a Google account of some fashion to make a copy of this particular program, or a spreadsheet, it's not a program. And the link itself is down in the description. So just scroll down below the video here, go into the description, and you should get a link to go copy this workbook for yourself. Again, 100% free. I'm not asking for anything. Well, I guess I am. If I'm asking for anything, it's if you wouldn't mind a like and a sub, just so this gets to more people. It's just how the YouTube algorithm works. It'll hit more people, and this tool can help more people if you help me out that little bit, but that's it. So let me switch over to my screen. I've zoomed in hella far on this tool. It will look a lot smaller on your screen if you're not super zoomed in. And let me turn my face off here. Hold on. So the way this tool works is pretty straightforward. You just have to enter in a few things. So you don't have to do any of the math. I will warn you, I didn't lock down any formulas. So if you come in here and you decide, hey, I want to delete things, you're probably going to mess it up and have to make a new copy. So just use it for what it is. I do ask that you don't try to resell this. This is meant to be a free resource for the community. I don't want anybody profiting off this thing. So all you have to do is type in your jewels. So I'm actually going to toggle back and forth on my screen. You won't see me doing this, but I'm going to type in my jewels. So yes, I have some paid jewels. This is what I have now. For my platinum tickets, I have 44. And for my platinum millicoins, I have 12. Now, the next piece is you have to decide, how am I going to use this tool? Well, if you're on one of the other servers, you have the option to go into the 110 pity. Or if you're on global, you only have the one option now for 50-50, so select that. Or if you're on the other server and you want to use the 50-50, whatever, you can choose, are you picking unit only, weapon only, unit and weapon? And you might ask yourself, why would I ever pick weapon only? Well, sometimes you don't have enough gems and you have to skip the weapon. When that happens, you might catch the weapon on a rerun. I've done this a few times on my KR account personally, but for now, let's go unit and weapon. And then character pity number. Let me show you where you can find this just in case you're unaware. So if you're in the game itself, then on the bottom here, see how mine says 0 out of 70? If that had like a 5, or on my banner that I want to pull on, if this had like a 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever, that's how many I've already spent towards a pity. So I'm going to make up a couple numbers here just for the sake of having something in the spreadsheet. So let's say that I had 5 already into my next pity and maybe 14 here. Cool. And then I also need to say, have I basically already lost my last 50-50? Am I starting fresh, which I think a lot of us typically are? Or hey, I've already lost a 50-50, and so maybe I save this for the next banner. I know quite a few people that are doing that with Yui. And just for the heck of it, I'll put it on this one. So now what this will do is it's going to do the calculations for me. So you saw it only took me a minute even with explaining to set this up. So on this one, I want to pull unit and weapon. And so if I only wanted to pity the unit, so again, I'm going for worst case scenario, then this is telling me that with the gems that I've entered, I would still need to save up another 5,235 gems to guarantee I can get that character on the full pity. On this one, if I was only going for the weapon, I have enough that I don't have to save up anything. So again, unit only, weapon only. If I want both, I need 9,635. Now let's switch this out a bit. Let me show you. If I switch this to the 110, I only need 2,000. Global, don't blow up on this, please. This is meant to be a good thing as far as the tool goes. Or, again, let's start here. And let's say that I didn't, already go through a half of 50-50. The numbers are going to go up. So this is saying, give me my current resources and tell me what I need for these scenarios. The other thing you can choose too is I don't like to use my paid gems for pulls. I use it to kind of buy upgraded packs for the conversions. And so I might switch this to no. When I do that, it's going to adjust these numbers because I no longer have this pull currency to use. So that's the setup. And then here's what it's going to show me underneath it all. So after I have this, it's going to look at my different scenarios of what could be left. So in this example, let's say that I want to pull unit only. This is going to tell me that if I win my 50-50 when I'm only pulling for the unit, I will save 6,290 gems. That's gems to use on my next banner for whatever. But if I were to lose my 50-50, I don't have enough gems to go through this. Okay? I need to save up more gems if I'm going to go for a unit only pull and try to win this out. So this is kind of giving you an indication of, hey, if I'm skimming past here, I don't have enough. Same thing with the weapon. If I go for a weapon only pull, this is telling me, hey, if I win my 50-50 and I'm just going for the weapon, I've got 6,500 gems in reserve. Or if I lose it, I don't have enough already saved up. I'm going to have to go a little bit harder here. Same thing at the bottom. The bottom is the same concept, but if I'm pulling for both. So in the fake scenario I set up top, if I'm pulling for both, if I win both the unit and weapon 50-50, I'll have a little bit of gems in reserve. If I win the unit 50-50, but I lose the weapon, there's nothing. And let's just, for the heck of it, let's change some numbers up here. Let's say I already had, 30 tickets up here. That wasn't enough. Let's go for 50. Let's say I had 50 millicoin. It's still not enough. Oh my God. Don't lose your pities, I guess, because I don't have enough up here. So let's go for 75. There we go. Okay, that was enough. So if I, win my unit 50-50, lose the weapon, I would end up saving 3,340, lose 50-50, win the weapon, lose both. So it's giving you all the different kinds of, comparison scenarios. And so if you're trying to play the gambler's game and you're like, oh, but, I just won my, weapon 50-50. I wonder if I can go for my, or maybe you just won your unit 50-50 and maybe I'll go for the weapon. Okay, cool. You have the breathing room. But if you're going up here and, maybe we didn't have as many of these tickets and stuff, let's go back to what I had before. I know I've got land of no hope. I'm not going to make it through if I want to go for both. So it's super important for you to understand that, because the other thing you might look at too, like I said before, is, what if you kind of sort of want the character and you don't know if you have enough to go in on, say, the weapon as well, but maybe your favorite character is coming out next. This is meant to help you say, you know what, I've got a lot I need to save up for. And if I blow it all on this unit right now, I'm not going to have enough. The pull currency isn't that generous in this game, in my opinion. And, if I back this all out to nothing, just to show you the raw numbers, and you've probably done this math yourself before, this is how many gems, 38,000. If you had to go to hard pity on the weapon and on the unit for the 50-50, 160 pity, the 110 is obviously going to be a little bit less just because you can see there, 38 goes down to 3,500. So, just know that if you're starting fresh and you blow all of your resources and you're not spending money, obviously, that you have a lot of saving to do to get your full guaranteed pity. This worst case scenario, you might pull a character in 10 pulls, you might pull a character in 30 pulls, but I want you to be informed and I want you to have a simple way to figure out what your potential risk is here. So again, like when you actually zoom out on this thing and it goes into like default 100% mode, it all fits on one screen. I just have to zoom in so you can see it when I'm doing this demonstration here. Super simple tool. You fill out a couple blocks, you pick out your scenario of what you want to do, and this will do the rest of the work for you. So look, I hope this helps you. 100% free. I am not going to gatekeep this behind memberships or super chats or anything like that. But again, if you don't mind the like and the sub, it just helps YouTube say, hey, people care about this, which will make this get out to more people. And look, if you're not comfortable subbing, that's fine. That's fine. You know, just trying to get this to more people. So that's it, my friends. A little bit different from the usual kind of videos and guides, but I hope that this tool helps you. Reminder, it's down below in the description, and you likely will need some sort of a Google account to be able to download it since it's a Google Sheet, but I'm no Google expert, so that's on you. All right, with that, I will see you in our next video or stream. Take care, my friends.